Welcome to Second Life Upcycling. In this easy sewing and upcycling tutorial, I'll show you how I upcycled a top with a mandarin collar into an evening bag with stiff straps. I had previously cut up the top using the fabric from the back to make a dress that was too tight for me bigger. I'll put a link to this easy sewing tutorial in the comments below. The front of the top with the mandarin collar and red embroidery detail was perfect to refashion into an evening bag. The process was quite simple, and I devised a really practical way to make the handles that I hadn't used before. The first step was to cut the top down and sew new side seams. I wanted the evening bag as big as possible while still having a formal quality to it. Little evening bags aren't big enough for me. I carry a phone and a manner of all other handy items that I never end up using. The beauty of being able to make my own bag is I could determine the size. I think this upcycling project highlights how you can repurpose beautiful fabric that has been created with skill and expertise, giving it a functional second life. After pinning the new side seams and top hem, it's over to the sewing machine. The next challenge was how to make the stiff handles that would sit up on their own. I don't know how dressmakers do this, please let me know in the comments, but I used rope. I went down to my workshop and grabbed a few different types of rope and decided on the orange rope I use for camping. It was perfect. Next, from my offcuts, I cut a few strips of fabric that I used to create the covers for the rope. With the fabric turned inside out, I used my zipper foot to sew as close as possible to the rope. I would probably do this differently next time, instead measuring and creating a casing or tunnel-like channel like you would for shoulder straps or a waistband. The zipper foot process wasn't ideal, and I did get some holes. Once finished, the rope is removed and the channel turned right side out, and the rope then fed through again. An important tip here is to cut the length of the fabric tunnel that covers the rope longer, so it's just loose fabric without any rope. This is so you can sew it onto the bag. Next, I measure equal distance from the side seams and pin the straps to the top of the bag, and it's over to the sewing machine. Any of this project could be done by hand sewing. It doesn't have to be done on a sewing machine. And finally, to create a clasp to keep the bag closed, I went through my bag of buttons. I decided on a big black button as I didn't want the button to take away from the mandarin collar design and red embroidery. I simply hand sewed a ribbon tie that looped over the button. And it's finished. This was a quick upcycling project that could be completed within an hour. Best of all, it's made to size and fits all the essentials that I never end up using. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more upcycling projects like this one, please throw me a thumbs up. It really helps. I upload sewing and upcycling tutorials weekly, so subscribe so you don't miss an update. See you next time.